Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're back out of the barn again. We got new test barrel, so we must be doing something exciting today. We must be having some engine to work on. And that engine happens to be the one we have in here, which is our Elgin from a couple videos ago. This is going to be like our second video working on the Elgin here. It's a 7.5 horse. And we plan to try to clean it up and try to get it running this video, which is why we got the test bucket. We're gonna hopefully hook it up to there and get it running in there, and then hopefully be able to take it up to Bob Grubbs and get it on a boat. We have also got the go-kart engine like last time. The starter now is all painted, and so it won't rust away. So yeah, we're working on that too. Got this big bucket of WD-40 we picked up today. We're gonna be stocked up on that for a while. Got a good deal on that because it has a dent in it, you know. That's always nice. And also, I got some new tools.
Check out this thing over here.
And, yeah, we now have an air compressor. So, yeah, definitely a lot of cool stuff. Everything's coming along here. Well, that's the carburetor out. Pretty much, the whole thing is not worth it if we can't get this running. If we can't get the carburetor working. Throttle response is a little stuck, so that's kind of a big problem if we want to get it running. If we
get it out, we'll get it out. We can get it doing.
Yeah, if we want to.
Or set it there. Let's get this.
Yeah, we probably will have to get a new one for that, because if that doesn't move, then we have no throttle response. But yeah, that's a carburetor. Alright guys, so we're going to go grab some carburetor cleaner from Baldo's house. We needed it. We realized we had none in the barn after we got the carb off. We're also going to go stop at Wawa, you know, get the good stuff there. And then also we have to get a flywheel puller. Alright, we got the good stuff, and there's like 5 cops around here. It's a little weird, but
you know,
a little sketchy, but we're good.
We are at the 7.4 Wawa.
We're in Spring City at this point, you know. You expect stuff like this. There's some of the beauty of this place. Oh, it's gone now, but sun shining through clouds. All right, so we got underneath the lid here, we've got carburetor cleaner and then a socket set. So yeah, we should be all good for getting this flywheel off and everything else. I'm so glad. I thought this painter's light was a goner. We blew our circuit earlier today, but it's back now. You know, that space heater just messed up everything, blew the circuit. But yeah, we've got some good light in here now. You can see everything in full detail. Nice and good. Next step, we're probably going to try to get this flywheel off today. And also, I got to take the carburetor cleaner that we picked up and clean that bad boy. We got his puller right there. And he's got that loosened up.
Alright, can you grab that?
And we got this big boy. Alright, Silva, you do the honors. Pop it open. You guys have no idea how long it took us to get that. That's actually pretty clean.
That's a brass float.
Pretty clean in there.
Well, we know the needles on
that gasket
is
it's really holding
a cork gasket, which is worse.
Yeah, so we just gotta get a new gasket for it.
It's got a nice float though.
Throw some carburetor cleaner in there and figure out why the throttle wasn't moving. Alright, so for today we're pretty much done. We got the carburetor off. We're taking a look at it. Tomorrow we plan to do some more with the engine part of it. We plan to work on the engine more and hopefully get it running. I'm leaving the test barrel here. It's out there. I kept the doors closed so the heat doesn't get out. But yeah, carburetor, I'm going to keep cleaning that tonight, and I have gasket material over there, so I'm going to make a gasket for it. So yeah, we've got stuff is going to come together tonight, and then hopefully by tomorrow we should have it in that barrel, a brand new barrel, and have it tested. I used the air compressor today to get some of the dust out of it. That worked like a dream, but also started to take some more of the paint off, so I didn't do too much. For a lot of these parts, if you remember our bud Sam, he has a sandblaster, so I'm thinking I might sandblast some of these parts like this right here, the clamp. And then other parts here, and then I'll just, like, this whole part could get sandblasted and then repaint them in this dark green. That's further down the road though. If it runs really well, I'll do that. I'm not going to do it unless I have a running engine that works well, because I plan to sell this down the road. This probably won't be a long-term engine for us, but yeah, definitely I'd like it looking good. Now, before I forget and we leave for the day, I also want to show you these two new engines. This right here is a, don't know how well you can see that, Chrysler 45 horsepower engine, and then I also have a Briggs & Stratton 16 horsepower V-twin engine. I found these on the side of the road. People were getting rid of them. And I would like to put the Briggs & Stratton on here, but on our go-kart, but I think it's a bit too small. So we're going to stick with our 8 horsepower over there, and then maybe either put this on a lawnmower or find a new frame for it. I'm not sure yet, but the Chrysler over here is just amazing. I'm not going to pull it all the way off, but you can see under there. It's electric start. Got the key down there somewhere. But yeah, it's awesome. We've got to turn over a bit, but we didn't get to start up yet, so that's going to be a work in progress. But we're thinking maybe we'll put that on a hydroplane once we get that set up. Sam has a couple hydroplanes, so that would be fun on a hydroplane. That would be really fun. So yeah, a couple of things going on back here. I'm not really making too many videos about that, just because there's not too much to be done with them. But this, the 8 horsepower, it's coming along pretty nicely. Well guys, just like I said, we're out here. It's the next day. You know, I've got the barn all set up except for the heat. I've got my little mower show going on out here because, you know, every time we have to get in the barn, we have to take all the mowers out, you know. Eventually we'll have that shed built and we won't have to deal with that anymore, but for now, that's what we have. So in here, I guess I gotta get that little heater set up back there. But in here, that was the mesh screen that was filtering out the fuel on the carburetor. It's still in there, but hopefully it's a bit cleaned. Let me try to do this. Get it out. Alright. Yeah, that's been sitting in there soaking all night last night, so hopefully it should be somewhat clean. If not, we're gonna have to get a new screen. Oh yeah, much better. You can see a lot more through there now. Yeah, before it was all clogged up, so that's good. So we've got that, which will filter out the fuel in the carburetor, plus a clean carburetor. The only problem with our carburetor so far is our butterfly valve, which is jammed. And if we can't get that fixed, that's going to be probably our biggest problem so far. Without the butterfly valve, we can't really use the throttle, so yeah, we're not sure how that's going to go. We're going to look at it today. Once Baldo gets here, we'll get everything set up. But yeah, it's just good to see one thing going right for today so far. Let's get this bad boy on. There we go. Be warming up before we know it. Much better than my little heater back there, which doesn't do squat. I've been trying to fine-tune the line between enough heat and enough light, and it's been tricky. But I think I'm just about in the right spot. Because I feel heat, it's not going out the door. We still have some good light in here. But yeah, I definitely need to get some ceiling lights or something better than just that, and then the big light back there, which lights up the Chrysler. There's just one more fine line that I have to close, and it's whether I want the heat on, or whether I want this to fill up with air. We're going to start with air.
Keep going. Did it pop?
Sounds like a pop.
Alright, let's take a look. Here, I'll take. That was a really small pop.
That was a really small pop.
Alright, so it's a moment of truth to see what this is going to look like.
I know, this is going to be interesting.
I don't know what this ignition system is going to look like. Of course, it's going to be points and condensers and coils.
So you guys don't know, but that I forgot to show. My puller did not fit around this flywheel, so that's why Baldo had to bring his puller. Alright, let's see this. Ooh,
shoot,
that is terrible.
That is bad. Not good at all.
That is all corroded.
These are original coils. Sam's gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah.
These are original coils though, so it's basically an untouched motor.
Yeah, that could be good or bad. I mean.
No, well, once you get the coils fixed, it's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, so those condensers and the points, they're just going to pretty much make it so we can't run the engine today. So that 8 horsepower Elgin's pretty much out of the picture until we get the new points and condensers. So we're going to take this barrel back here that we got yesterday, and we're going to go take it to Baldo's house, and we're going to run the 2 horsepower along with some of his engines. But first, we're going to go stop at our favorite little grocery store, BB's, to pick up the goods. Here we are, BB's. This place has such cheap groceries and everything, you know. It's a great place. You love it, but it's only there's like only one store, so
Ben's Bumps.
Yeah, Ben's Bumps and Bargains. That's what BB stands for. Wonderful place. So we got Sprite Cherry. He got a Coca-Cola, and we got a bunch of candy bars and stuff, and more Sprite Cherries in there, all for like $3. This place is just amazing. Beautiful place, and it's got a good view out there. You know, look at that. Well, the barrel is filling up. We found a nice spot over here next to Baldo's one boat that he just got. This thing's pretty nice. But yeah, we got this filling up. Once that's filled up, we got 2 engines to test over here. We got, of course, my Elgin, and then his 3-horse Johnson, which we used last time we went to the lake. Alright, there we go. The Elgin's all hooked up in there. It's got enough space down there. We're thinking it's got to come up to about here, the water level, for it to work right, but it's just nice to see. Nice to see an engine on there. This barrel's going to do some great things for us. So we had to get a bit creative with the pool starter here, because we left the pool starter back in the barn.
Some gas up.
Yeah.
This one running first.
Yeah, probably should have checked that beforehand.
The maximize time.
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to start out with this 5.5. We ran this at Bob Grubb's too. Yeah, we should probably get that.
See if this will pump up.
Oh yeah. Ooh, there we go.
That's pop.
That was pop. There we go.
Let's go.
Somewhat. That makes a really big rumble. Trying to run the rest of the fuel out of this now. Now you just sit and wait. Now this is a 3-horsepower Johnson.
This one is direct drive, so
That's good.
It's a better tank for it. Whoa.
Was that hitting something? No.
This one's gonna make a lot of noise too.
Yeah. Go.
Actually started up pretty nice.
Yeah, that did start pretty nice. Yeah. Alright, last but not least, we got the Elgin.
Let's see if that's enough gas to get it going first.
That should be enough to just get it going. We're gonna try this. It's a good little engine. There goes the gas. That was all the gas that thing had, but yep. Yeah, we're gonna get this out, and then that's pretty much all the engines we'll be running for today. So that pretty much wraps up today's episode. There wasn't much of a plan for this video. We got some stuff done on the 8-horsepower. We figured out we're gonna have to get some new coils and condensers for it before we can try to run it. So that'll probably be the next video on the 8-horsepower. We'll be putting those new coils and condensers on and hopefully getting it to run. I know I say that every time we try to run it, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe as well if you are enjoying this type of content. We do some other things too, where we've got some other types of videos coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.